everyone, this is Godzilla 1, and I am back with a story and everything else. Well, we actually did a lot of story missions, so we might move on to do some side quests. We'll see, because there's like a lot of like, even after we beat the main story, there's going to be like a metric ton of side quests. But first I'm going to message this out. And my cat just came into the room. She is being a cat. That's how cats just tend to be. Like, that's the thing, just saying a cat is being a cat sounds obvious, but that covers a lot of behavior, because cats behave in a very specific way most of the time.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Yeah. I am going to do the Dawn Guard DLC eventually. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get, I guess, continue our tradition of pulling one of these books out. Mainly so, because we've actually almost gotten most of them out of the way. If this was not volume 4, I'd read that one, because I remember that person mentioned the Wolf Queen at one point. The problem is that, you know, this is a... Yeah, let's look at this. Yeah, the Yellow Book of Riddles. For an earnest pleasure in the strengthening of the mind, the author here collects all that he has learned at the art of riddling, by dint of diligent study or through years of discourse with others of a similar inclination. The posing and puzzling of riddles is a convention of polite aristocratic Western society. Nobles and social aspirants collect books of riddles and study them, hoping thereby to increase the chances of their appearing sly and witty in conversation. A metal, neither black nor red, as heavy as man's golden greed. What do you say? Yeah, I'm definitely going to sell some of that stuff. What do you say ahead with friend or arrow steed? Okay, I cannot... Lead. Okay, it's lead. Yeah, that makes sense. A man says, if you lie to me, I will slay you with my sword. If you tell me the truth, I will slay you with a spell. What must you say? The answer, you will slay me with a sword. Okay. That actually is a fun, that's actually fun. Who was slain? The ultimate claims the Donmer is guilty. The Dunmer says the orc swears he didn't kill the Bossamer. The Vegeta says the Dunmer is lying. If only one of these speaks the truth, who killed the Bossamer? Ultimate claims the Dunmer is guilty. The Dunmer says the Khajiit is guilty, which was he didn't do it. He says the Dunmer is guilty. And one of these is telling the truth, or who killed the Bossamer. Well, the orc's the only one that said it without being accused, so... the orc. Okay, so that's out of the way. Yeah, I think that's actually why we teleported to the town for. Because I think we were actually teleporting here to get rid of some of this stuff.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days?
Okay.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Oh yeah, probably should put on the Clavicus Vial mask. Well, actually, because no, actually I don't have to use the mask. Let's see. I don't think I can actually enchant the mask of Clavicus Vial. I think it's already basically got an enchant on it.
I'd even buy. Take a look.
Okay. Yeah, I got this whole Dragon's Bane sword for killing dragons. And then forgot to use it on the dragon. The glass Warhammer, sell that. Wait. Okay, good. There was no enchant on that. Because I know there's a few things that I want to... Did I already get the enchantments off of them? I think I did. I think that's what I do. This Fornsword bow does 14 damage plus 22 stamina, and this bow does 16. So yeah, the Forsworn bow is actually worse, and I can put a better enchant. Okay. Don't think this Ring of Destruction I don't really need. Because I've got a good ring on. Like, this is magic resistance, which is really honestly good. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Do come back.
I think part of it is, yeah, we got some dragon bones, I think. So...
Come to chat with an old woman?
You were once man.
My favorite drinker.
Man, you said,
let's get some.
Let me show you the power of Talos Stormcrown.
Yeah, the weird thing is I'm getting the blessing of Talos, and Talos is primarily seems to be a deity of humans, but then again, most Skyrim deities don't really have a single aspect to them. Like different
Lightly armored
species
means light on your feet.
worship different aspects of the same deity. Gods in Skyrim are weird. Okay, so... Alright, so apparently I already have that one. Okay, then I'll go sell it. Hi, Holy Cross! I've starting at 4 because, my mom needs my help about 6 with some stuff involving our dog, so... It just kind of have to do it that way. Okay, then we'll go and sell this Warhammer. I honestly thought the Warhammer wasn't...
I find your wolfish grin unsettling.
How can you find me having a wolfish grin when I'm wearing a full face mask? And I'm also an Argonian, and Argonians don't necessarily have...
We've never had come to chat with an old woman.
well, what you gonna
Got
do?
something for just about everybody in here.
Oh,
Give a
hello.
My
holler.
friend Maven and I. Have you met Maven in Riften? We know our place in this world. Know the place of others, too.
Also, I've kind of noticed one thing is that the whole controller
Welcome.
drifting thing.
Some may
only
call
seems
this
to
junk.
happen
Me, I
certain
call them
times.
treasures.
Alright, I can't
Do come
sell
back.
things to you then. Well, actually, if you've got something useful, I could buy it.
I know. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Don't think you would have anything worth me buying. I really don't need all that many swords. Like, do you have any? There we go. Don't think this staff, I've used it only like twice. I don't think I have anything else to sell. Also, part of my weight thing might be I just have so many potions I never use.
Remember, I'll give you the best deals or die trying.
Okay, I think I've got some dragon materials on me I need to put back. Well, let's actually see here. Pretty sure I have some dragon bones and stuff. Or do I? No, I don't. So I don't really know what's taking up so much weight in my inventory right now. What is taking up all this weight? Got something really, really heavy on me, or I just got a bunch of I probably just have a bunch of really light stuff. Because I've got all of this. Like, all these potions have got to weigh a bunch. Hi, Fire Neos. Yeah, I think the issue is I've just got a metric ton of, like, really light stuff on me. And particularly these... all these potions. I've got so many potions. Okay. Well, I know I can put away this book. Because I just read it. Now let's put away okay, that I need. I don't need that because I can't be poisoned anymore. Don't really need that. I really need to use some of these potions more, like that's mainly my issue. Oh yeah, I made that. I've got all these potions. I really need to actually, you know, use them more often because I'm just accumulating them. Let's see. There was something else. Oh, I've got 2 ancient Nord bows. That probably has something to do with it. Why didn't I sell those? Maybe you did. Maybe you just wouldn't buy them. Maybe, I don't know. Gonna be honest, I'm gonna put Dragon's Bane in there because I really don't need it. Because if I'm going to a story encounter with a dragon, I'll grab it out of there. But I don't run in, like, dragons barely ever get into like sword reach. Like you never end up in a sword reach of a dragon. So could have sworn I had dragon bone on me. Oh. To be honest, I don't actually use these. I'm gonna put all the amethyst and stuff in here because I don't think this stuff really weighs enough to care about. Okay, I think that's all I can do. I just need to probably use my potions more often than I am. Because that's kind of the issue, is I use my potions very sparingly. I probably should be using them more often, because a lot of them are really useful. Okay, let's... some Morthal. Rune legendary dragons are more deadly than ancient dragons. They use a shout that can drain health, magic, and stamina from the victims. Why do dragons keep showing up? I don't know what kind of dragon it is. I don't know if I should summon Nova. Where's my... Did I take my bow off? Okay, it's a fire dragon. So... Okay, that damaged him a lot. Oh, well, I was just talking about how I don't use my potions anymore. Oh, I just ate a dragon's soul, so...
All my years, I've never seen such a thing.
In all my years, I've never seen such a thing.
Okay, the dragon's dead.
It's really dead then?
I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Like, people died, like, multiple people. So, please, like, it's just a dragon that shows up. Like, I killed it, that's all that it is. Is there any way to stop the dragons from showing up randomly?
This'll teach you not to take things that don't belong to you.
What the? Wait, what? What did I take that does not belong to me? I just took the stuff off of a dragon.
You'll need to do better than that.
Were you... Seriously, why did you just attack me for no reason? You don't even have something on you that tells why you attacked me. I'm gonna put on the mask, because, I mean, if you attacked me... I didn't even steal from anyone. Like, that's the thing, I haven't really stolen from... See, how fast can I walk? Okay, yeah, that's a problem. I'll have to put this one of these things back. Where did I get 3 iron shields? Like, why? No wonder I'm over encumbered. Let's see. I'll put this back. Go sell it. But seriously, where did that come from? Like, I honestly don't know where that random dude came from. I think she's actually outside.
It's a fine day with you.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Okay, then what happened? Oh, all these random things are happening. I don't know why. Is it? No, that's... I don't know. Letter of Inheritance. In the name of Jarl Igrid Ravencrone, it is with great regret that we inform you of Lami's death. Oh yeah, she got killed by the dragon. Cease has bequeathed onto you a measure of inheritance in the amount of 100 gold pieces. The court has levied an amount of 10 gold pieces from the sum as the lawfully and honored due tax. Here has been committed into the care of the trusted court for your deliverance. While all the Jarl's court grieves with you this day, we rejoice in the knowledge that the deceased was in possession of dear friends and wealth to communicate with them. May this lawfully bestowed inheritance prove a reminder of your enduring faith in one another and of the Jarl's revenge accorded to you both. Okay, that's just sad. That's just sad. Now I feel bad.
Please don't mind Yorick. He's not mad. Really, he's not.
Someone do something!
What the? Why does chaos keep happening? Wait, what? What? Why? What is happening right now?
Nords never back down.
Well, where did you guys even? Okay, help me, Nova. I probably shouldn't use that in...
Bastard! Your time has no place here!
Guards, are you gonna help me out here? What the? Why was I suddenly attacked by... I mean, on the bright side, since I didn't save, that means Lima's death is undone. But... I think her death...
I've been looking for you.
No, it
got something I'm supposed to deliver.
The save
Your
thing.
hands only.
Why was I just randomly attacked by thugs?
Here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
What the? Why? And there's... here comes the thugs again.
Someone do something!
What is your problem? Okay, Nova needs your help.
I'll mount your head on my wall!
Where did you guys even come from? Okay, I need to also check one thing here, and that's... What did Elemental Fury do again?
Won't leave Skyrim alive!
Okay. Did you take care of the other one, Nova? You did? Okay, good.
Oh, what happened?
The actual heck. Do any of you guys actually have the reason that I was attacked?
It's a fine day with you around.
Where were you? I mean, that's a nice Warhammer, but I need to sell it. Okay, contract. There we go. What's the contract? Here is agreed upon amount. I expect you have faithfully carried out my request to teach a lesson to the thief Angelus. You need not kill him, but I have no qualms about it if you deem it necessary. Corpus Venius? Who even are you? Who even is this? I don't even know what I did to this guy. Wait, that was for the freaking accidental theft at the... That was when I accidentally stole that stuff at the bar. That wasn't even him. That wasn't even from that guy. It was a guy's drink. It was accidental. And he sent thugs after me for actually stealing someone's drink. The actual heck.
Another corpse for the pile. What happened?
Also, where the heck were you guys when I was being attacked? What? Why? How? Mainly because I was worn down fighting a dragon and just completely taken off guard. Like, that's how that happened. But seriously, how? Why? That guy's a freaking jerk. Like, I accidentally stealed someone's coffee or something and tried to return, and did return it when the guards came in. And the guy sends two thugs to... it was 3 thugs, because I killed the other thug first. Looked through his stuff and was like, why did you try to kill me? And then the other 2 showed up. Also, Lima was the person at the... Oh, hello.
You're someone. Take a look.
Why? How? You don't buy the shields? Oh, okay, well, you buy the armor. That's why I was so weighed down, and then there's these bows. Okay, there we go. That should have wiped out a lot of the weight. Yeah, that got rid of a good chunk of weight. Now I need to warp back to my house and put away this stuff. So, I feel sorry for Lima getting killed. I don't know, like, I'm trying to figure out what I can do about these, like, if I get, part of me wants to continue the story until I get Dragon Rin just to make it easier to kill the dragons, but at the same time, I don't know. I also would kind of like to go join the College of Winterhold to get some mage stuff going, but first let's do what I need to do here. Seriously? Oh. That was the most chaotic visit to a town ever. Like, I still don't know what to... Okay, let's see. We arrived at the town to see if I could sell things. A dragon attacked. I killed the dragon. A random thug attacks me. Then I find out one of the alchemy shop teacher there got killed by the dragon, which is sad because I liked her. And then 2 thugs ambushed me because I accidentally stole a thing from a person, a thing that wasn't even connected to the guy. The actual heck? Like, what just happened? Like, that was the most confusing, chaotic thing that has happened in a very long while. I don't understand what just, happened. Right, but whatever. Let's just continue. I am confused. Okay, let's see. First we go to High Othgar and talk to this guy. So apparently the elemental thing only works if you're holding a weapon that's not already enchanted? Okay then. So that shout's basically useless because I used primarily enchanted weapons. Though Lima liking me enough that she left me her inheritance, that's actually kind of sweet. I just wish she hadn't gotten killed by a dragon. Although let's maybe find out where another shout can be found.
So, you spoke to Paarthurnax. The dragon blood burns bright within you. Did he tell you what you wanted to know? Did he teach you the dragon rend shout? So be it. If he believes it is necessary for you to learn this, we will bow to his wisdom. We have never concerned ourselves with the scrolls. The gods themselves would rightly fear to tamper with such things. As for where to find it, such blasphemies have always been the stock and trade of the mages of Winterhold.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go to Winterhold regardless.
Elder scroll you seek. Perhaps not, but this shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself. The Blades were born of dragon-hating crusaders. They still carry that legacy, although they may not remember from whence it came. They carried out a genocide of dragons when they first came to Tamriel. And now, they will do it again. With your help. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals. He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue. After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nords for their arrogant and blasphemous misuse of the voice. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition, and the way of the voice was born. That may be what you were here for, Dragonborn. But stopping Alduin is one thing. Helping you wipe out dragons again is quite another. Dragons are part of the natural order of the world. The Blades thought to change the order to suit themselves by wiping out the dragons. But again, we see that the natural order will be restored one way or another. Perhaps we would have dragon allies against Alduin if the ancient Blades had not acted so arrogantly.
Yeah, I mean, if Parthenax can...
Your training proceeds well. We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me your map and I will show you where its echo can be found.
Okay.
Breath and focus.
Okay, let's go talk to the other one. What she has to say. Well, I wanted to go to Winterhold anyway, because there's a lot more we can do there. There's like 5 different things there. Okay. Okay, I do see the, I entirely do see the point, honestly, where it's like... Okay, which way am I supposed to go on the map?
I admit, there is strength in numbers. Perhaps between us.
Oh, hello, my fellow Argonian.
I grow tired of debating this. If Miss Salma insists on this folly, so be it.
Ugh, we should be inside loading up on treasure. Worry Scales here thinks we should wait, though. Don't get any ideas either. We were here first. Gold? Silver? Gems, maybe? Only one way to find out. I don't care what Beam says. It's high time we get in there and find our fortune. Until next time.
Okay, well, I got other stuff to do, but that's something we'll look at later. Okay, so I need to get around this map. I think that might be where I'm supposed to be heading. Thing is, I don't really know how to get there. Also, the Elemental Fury Shout is completely worthless to me, actually. This seems like a proper...
I'll try and make this quick.
Okay. Go get him. Now you would realize that coming after the heavily armed armored traveler is not the good way for a bandit to be. Okay. Don't really see much on him that I would need. Okay, I think this is the direction I should be heading. Wayward Pass discovered. Skeleton. What old man? What old man? I didn't see it. Which way am I supposed to be going? I think this way. Ah, shit. I got attacked by a lot of things, haven't I? You're a bandit. Oh no, he wasn't killed. He can't die. That's the leader of the Greybeards. He literally cannot die. He's a plot necessary NPC. He literally cannot die ever. Okay, where am I? But yeah, no, he's fine. He literally cannot be killed. Like, he's necessary to the main plot of the story, so he literally cannot die at all. Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at here. Okay. Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at here. Okay, but this is the direction I want to be going. Oh no, that was him doing the Fusro Da thing. Like, that was him practicing the shout. He could have actually killed me doing that. Like, that was him doing the Fusro Da shout and practicing. Which he actually, if I'd wandered in front of him, he could have killed me with. So I was actually the one in danger there. Holy crap! Okay, well, that was almost death. How do I get around this? But no, he's fine. Like, the Greybeards just do that on occasion. I've seen actually a video where they practice that and essentially, and there's actually been a person who had them as, okay, hello. Maybe I can start doing some more of the Companion's quest so I can get that thing that lets me turn into a werewolf at will. I mean, I can turn into a werewolf at will now, but I can only do it so many times per day.
What?
Okay, how did that kill him? It didn't fall that far. Why did that... Oh, crap. Now I'm going to be all the way back there, aren't I? But yeah, I need to save more often. I really do. But yeah, I've actually seen people get Fusro Da'd off the side of the mountain by wandering. And am I back here? Yeah, see, he's right here. He's fine. I'm not, however, because now I'm clear up here again. Let's see, is there any closer way? Yeah, that might actually be the quicker way there. I should have honestly just become ethereal. That would have been a lot safer. Oh, hello. Okay, you know what? Nova, this is kind of your deal. Okay, I'm not taking it. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I've also got to do that. Okay, so this way, is that the way I'm supposed to go? Yeah. With any luck, this will be an easier way to get there. Winterhold Imperial Camp.
See the world. It's true in my case.
Any right way? Of course I am, because they're the same. Okay, something clearly happened here. Oh yeah, this is a much easier path. Also, I'm gonna save because I don't want to end up coming... And that is a woolly mammoth frozen in the side of a glacier. Okay, yeah, this is the same... Okay, Nova, where are you? Okay, now there's two of them. I mean, I could have won that. I'm beginning to think maybe I should start using heavy armor, but I've always invested this much time in light armor. I don't have the thing that alleviates the problem with heavy armor, which is weight. I just have not invested enough stamina. Thankfully, I'm still, like, right here. Also, I need to... recharge that. Also, I need to remember I can eat food, and I've got all these stupid potions. I really need to use more of them. Use some potions, shall we? That'll be useful. Okay, the wolves have been dealt with, and the and the bear just fell off a cliff. Okay, well, the bear took care of itself, so I kind of wasted that poison, but whatever. Seriously, what was... Don't know what your problem was. Like, seriously, why did that guy... I guess maybe he was just a particularly well-armored bandit. Because you saw it, he just started throwing fireballs at me for no real reason. Finally, jeez. Okay, now please don't let there be a dragon suddenly attacking the place. Okay, I'm gonna save though, because...
You'd have me do what? Going to college and rants about casting spells all day?
Don't just walk away from me. Where do you think you're going?
To the inn for a drink, of course. Where else could I even go in this god's forsaken town?
And what? You think that'll solve all your problems?
Probably not, but it's worth a try.
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. Keep that in mind, will you? Very funny. I'm sure you've noticed that Winterhold isn't exactly overflowing with people. So I'll sell whatever I can. If it's worth putting a price on, you can bet I'll do it. I've been burned a few times, made a few bad deals, but mostly I come out on top. Yeah, it was stupid of me. I shouldn't have believed the story and just refused the trade. But I didn't, and now I'm stuck with this worthless junk. Some line about this clothing in Ingol Barrow. He said it was worth more than its weight in gold if I took it back there. Something about placing it back in Ingol's chamber, I don't know. What was I thinking? Even if it were true, I'm not setting foot in some ancient
later,
tomb
XX.
filled with who knows what. I don't even care anymore. You want to check it out? Fine. I'll sell you the thing for 50 gold, and then it's your problem. Fine, here you go. You get killed on account of this thing, it's not my fault. Got it?
Yeah, it's kind of my
But
thing.
I suppose if it does actually turn out to be worth something, let me know, will you? Until next time.
Okay, let's speed things up a little bit so I can actually sell this stuff. Okay, I kind of...
You need to leave.
Okay, sorry, I was just waiting for you to come down.
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Okay, well, I've got some stuff to sell you. Okay, let's see what you got. Elven Mace, not bad. And the Steel Dagger I just sold you. Shock increases shock resistance by 40%. That's not bad. Necklace of Well-Wielding. Orc of the Orcish Armor I just sold you.
Aye.
Okay, thank you for that. You helped me get rid of stuff from this weird random guy that attacked me on the highway for absolutely no reason. Okay. So we're finally in Winterhold.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge. I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here? Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within?
I don't think saying I seek the knowledge of the Elder Scrolls is the best way to get in there. Aetherius, I think, is like magic in general, I believe, which would be the best answer. Which I kind of is. Yeah, that's the God's plane. So, like, yeah, let's go with that.
Ah, the immortal plane. It is said to be the source of all magic.
Yeah, that sounds like a
This
good
is a noble
goal.
goal, indeed. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college?
Yeah, because that seems like something my character
Not
might
just
be
anyone is
interested
allowed
in.
inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. Dragonborn? It's been so long since we've had any contact with the Greybeards. Do you really have the voice? I would be most impressed to see that. So the stories are true. You are Dragonborn. Normally, you'd need to show some aptitude with one of the schools of magic. But you... I think there is much that we can learn from each other. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
There's probably something else I could do, but pretty much if the easiest way to get in is I'm the Dragonborn, then well, why not?
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
Oh, that's cool. Like, why did she suddenly look like she's going to attack?
Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on.
You guys might want to fix this part of the bridge. It looks dangerous.
Much knowledge lies within the college's walls. No matter what, the college will endure. We are the only group left in Skyrim dedicated to the study of the arcane. There are others who study, to be sure, but they do so in private and often in secret.
Am I the only one who knows she's kind of glitching down the staircase?
Certainly. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot and less costly if you miss. You'll also need to decide whether to devote yourself to a single type of spell. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. Mirabelle will be waiting for you.
Okay, we finally made it to the college. It just took the story to guide us here to come here. Okay, that is cool.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here. Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off.
Okay, you know, since we're here, let's put on the stuff she gave us.
Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We
Yeah,
don't
her Nords
anticipate any
don't
real
particularly
violence,
like
but it never
mages.
hurts to be prepared.
This is a nice place.
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments.
Yeah, I actually don't think they probably mind I'm a werewolf. Like, these seem like the kind of people who wouldn't
Now I'll show
mind.
you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
Okay, so we're gonna get some mage capabilities now. Well, we've already got mage capabilities, but this is gonna let us get a lot.
Initially, you'll be learning
more.
from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
Alright, excuse me. Yeah, I admit I'm probably not gonna keep these robes. I just wanted to wear them for this time period. I mean, they look nice, but they don't offer any armor. Like, the only armor you'll get as a dedicated mage is if you put armor on, like, certain enchants on your armor and get certain skill boosts. Mages are typically pretty squashed.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Thank you.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs.
Hey,
now,
look,
do you require
I wasn't
assistance?
here to cause any trouble, dude.
Please make sure your hands are clean before touching anything, all right?
Okay. Ooh, he has a lot of normal books, but...
Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy? I knew it. Everyone comes in here expecting my help, but they don't even have the proper questions. An Elder Scroll is an instrument of immense knowledge and power. To read an Elder Scroll, a person must have the most rigorously trained mind, or else risk madness. Even so, the Divines usually take the reader's sight as a price. The simplest way to put it is knowledge, but there's nothing simple about an Elder Scroll. It's a reflection of all possible futures and all possible pasts. Each reader sees different reflections through different lenses and may come away with a different reading. But at the same time, all of it is true, even the falsehoods, especially the falsehoods. It would take a month to explain to you how that very question doesn't even make sense. The scrolls exist here, with us, but also beyond and beneath, before and after. They are bits of divine-made substance, so we could know them. Sorry, talking about the scrolls, you usually end up in irritating and vague metaphors like that. Some people who study them devoutly go mad. Ah. You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. What about... Wait. Were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study. But more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us. All right, then.
That one might be useful to read. Also, I like that he's just
Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
Obviously, taking this is probably off the table. It is widely known among scholars that the Elder Scrolls entail a certain hazard in their very reading. The effect has, at present, been largely unknown. Theories of hidden knowledge and divine retribution were the subject of idle speculation with little investigation. I, Justinus Delenius, have undertaken a thorough document the ailments afflicted by the Elder Scrolls on their readers, though a unified theory of how they manifest continues to elude me and remains a subject for future study. Section 4, finding that the avenue of experience depends largely on the mind of the reader. If it is unclear, I hope that a proper dichotomy will lay it plain. Group of first, the nails for one who has received no training in the history or nature of the Elder Scrolls. The scroll itself is effectively inert. No prophecy can be scribed nor knowledge obtained, while the scroll will not impart learning to the uninformed, nor will it afflict them in any adverse fashion. Visually, the scroll will appear to be awash in odd lettering and symbols. Who know their astronomy often claim to recognize constellations and their patterns and connections, but such conjecture is impossible without further investigation into the very nature of this study necessitates unlearned subjects. Group second, the unguarded intellects. It is this second group that realize the greatest danger from attempting to read the scrolls. These are subjects who have an understanding of the nature of the Elder Scrolls and possess sufficient knowledge to actually read what is inscribed there. They have not, however, developed the adequate discipline to stave off the mind-shattering effects of having a glimpse of infinity. These unfortunate souls are struck immediately and irrevocably and completely blind, such is the pride for overreaching one's faculties. It bears mentioning, though, that with the blindness also comes a fragment of that hidden knowledge. Future, the past, or the deep natures of beings is dependent on the individual and their place in the greater spheres, but the knowledge does come. The third, the meditated understanding. Alone in Camriel, it would appear that only the cult of the ancestor moth has discovered the discipline to properly guard one's mind when reading the scrolls. Their novices must undergo the most rigorous mental cultivation, and they often spend a decade or more in the monastery before being allowed to read their first Elder Scroll. The monks say that this is for the initiate's own protection, as they have witnessed many unguarded intellects among their more eager ranks. With appropriate fortitude, these readers also receive blindness, though it is of far lesser magnitude than the unguarded. Their vision fogs slightly, but they retain the shape, color, and enough acuity to continue to read mundane texts. The gain from the Elder Scroll is also tempered somewhat. It requires stage of meditation and reflection to fully appreciate and express what they saw. Fourth, illuminated understanding. Reader's group and this one exists a continuum at present, only been traversed by the months of the ancestor moth. Reading, the monks became gradually more and more blind, but received greater and more detailed knowledge. In their waking hours pondering the revelations, they also receive a further degree of mental fortitude. There is, for every monk, a day of penultimate reading, when the only knowledge the Elder Scroll imparts is the monk's next reading shall be his last. For each monk, the penultimate reading comes at a different time, an unknowable time. New work has been done to predict the occurrence of by charting the severity of an individual's monk's blindness, but all who reach these later stages report that the increasing blindness seems to taper with increased readings. Some pose the notion that other unseen senses in fact continually diminish at this upper range. I shall leave that postulation to the philosophers. To prepare for this ultimate reading, a monk typically withdraws to seclusion in order to reflect upon a lifetime of revelations, point his mind for reception of his last. Upon the final reading, he is forever blinded, as sure as those unguarded ones who race to knowledge. Only one, though, has retained his understanding over a lifetime and typically possesses a more integral notion of what has been revealed to him. It's hoped that this catalog will prove useful to those who wish further mortal understanding of the Elder Scrolls. Merely aloof about these matters, taking the gradual debilitation that comes with reading as a point of pride, serve as a useful starting point for those hoping to take such study. And one of the last seed of 122nd year of the Second Era. Okay. Imagine those beneath the waves with strong-sided blessings of most excellent fabric, holding the fabric over your gills. You would begin to drink its warp and weft. Though plant matter fibers imbue your soul, the wretched plankton would pollute the cloth until it stank to heavens of prophecy, in which these scrolls first came to pass. But are we the sea or the fabric, or are we the breath itself? Can we flow through the scrolls as knowledge flows through, being the water, or are we stuck with the morasses of sea filth that gathers on the edge? And again, this time, but different. A bird cresting the wind is lifted by a gust and down by a stone. The stone can come from above if the bird is upside down. Where then did the gust come from? In which direction? Did the gods send either? Has the bird decreed their presence by their own mind-making? The all sight of the scrolls makes a turning of the mind such that relative positions are absolute in their preeminency. I ask you again to imagine for me. This time you are beneath the ground, a tiny acorn planted by some well-meaning elf maiden of the woodlands for her pasture. You wish to know and fear what you may become, so you push off the water, the dirt, the sun to stay in your hole. But it is the very pushing that you become a tree in spite of yourself. How did it happen? Or is a kind of tree egg? In this instance, and the knowledge is water and sun. You're chicken inside the egg, but also the dirt. The knowledge from the scrolls is what we push against to become full-sighted ourselves. One final imagining before your mind closes from the shock of ever knowing. You are now a flame burning bright blue within a vast emptiness. In time you see your brothers and sisters burning of their own in the distance alongside your side. A sea of pinpoints, a constellation of memories. Each burns bright, then flickers. Then two more take its place, and not forever, at least the void fills with rancid light that sucks the thought. Each of our minds is actually the emptiness, and the learnings of the scroll are the pinpoints. Without their stabbing light, my consciousness would be as a vast nothing, unknowing emptiness, as a void is unknowing of itself. But the burnings are dangerous and must be carefully tended and mined and brought to ourselves and spread to their siblings.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Aye, that's the work of Septimus Cygnus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls, but, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long. Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago. Haven't heard from him since.
Okay, thank you. That was very helpful. Okay, now let's go down and do our thing. Let's continue here at the college, though, because I want to learn some more about magic, because that's one of the reasons we were constantly thinking of coming here in the first place. So
what you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
Trying to think. I think my character would advise.
Well, your
safety.
classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Oh, don't listen to him. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with a demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please.
Okay, is that conjuration? No, it's restoration.
Just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with war.
Enchanting
I think
services
perhaps we're ready to
are
begin
one of the
exploring
few
some of the
things that
various
keep us in
applications
touch
of
with the
magic
rest of
throughout
Skyrim.
The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you. Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope. The key to wards is that they take time to charge. Not long, but you can't start casting with a fireball coming at you. Also, if your ward isn't negated by an incoming spell, it will recharge itself after a moment or two. Just be careful. Casting wards requires constant concentration, and you can easily find yourself drained of your magical reserves. I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
Let's get up to 50.
Take care now.
Hey, you're that.
I have many important... Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching you, all of you, very closely. I am an advisor to the Archmage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice.
I do not trust your...
Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting.
I do not trust you at all.
Now that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim. To guide its people through this time of transition. To help lead them to a better future.
You guys are literal... Well, I guess that's how they see it. I mean, no one sees themselves as the bad guy.
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level distraction spells yet? Ah, this is good. But Jizargo will know them first. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jizargo. Oh yes, Jizargo hopes to find things that will make him a more powerful mage here. Hopefully small things that fit inside pockets and will not be noticed if they are missing. There is much for Jizargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jizargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt. Mages in Cyrodiil are all about politics. The Synod and the College of Whispers are too busy guarding secrets to bother to teach. Skyrim was not Jizargo's first choice, but Winterhold is removed from politics, dedicated to study. This is the place for Jizargo to become great.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I don't feel any reason to call him out on that.
New here too, eh? I'd hoped I wouldn't be the only Nord, but I should have known better. Magic is shunned by most. If it can't be swung over your head and used to crack skulls, most Nords want nothing to do with it. Magic is seen as something for elves and weaker races. No offense, of course. I know he's from the Thalmor, and that he claims to be here simply as an advisor. I also know that no one really believes that. I've been trying to avoid him, honestly. Well, look at the evidence. Nords generally don't trust magic, so it's not off to a good start. Throw in the Oblivion Crisis, which was caused by magic users, and the troubles now with the Aldmeri Dominion, who are elves and magic users. And finally, take the fact that the college is the only thing left standing after most of Winterhold was destroyed. It's all fairly damning. Not at all. I consider it a blessing. My family was convinced coming here was a death sentence, or worse. It took years of insisting that this is what I'm meant to do.
I like you. Okay, is that the guy who just...
Let me give you a bit of advice. You want to work on something that's not officially allowed? Don't tell anyone you're doing it. You need something you're not officially supposed to have? You come see me. You tell anyone that I told you, and I'll fry you from the inside out. Got it?
You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college.
I approve of that.
Are we clear?
Oh, I'm on the exact same page.
Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us.
I like this guy so far.
I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners, or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us.
I can approve of that.
What you learn here, the Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched. No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case. The Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we have several things to potentially do. And we also do have the possibility to just continue the quest line with
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary. Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Beralda can teach destruction spells, and offers training in that school. Finis is one of the best conjurers in all of Skyrim, and can help with spells from that school. Don't let Tolfdir fool you. He's the preeminent scholar on alteration, one of the best in Tamriel, and always willing to pass on his knowledge. If you can find him and focus his attention, there's a great deal Drevis can teach you about illusion magic. And finally, there's Colette. She may be difficult to get along with. She's very knowledgeable when it comes to restoration magic. There are no expectations. This college is a place to study and practice magic freely. Hopefully any discoveries made in your pursuits will be shared with the members of the college first. That way, we all benefit.
Yeah, let's see if I can find this dude that she mentioned, because, again, my primary thing is conjuration. Like, that's... And Nova's
If there
useful.
are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
Like, Nova's useful, but one, I would like to get to the point I can summon two Atronachs at once.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Okay, she's got a peril, which is not really useful to me. Okay, fire rune. That might be useful. It's basically a mine, but I'm rarely in a situation that would be useful. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward. You can see me? Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent. Oh my, that's quite a difficult question. Never underestimate the ability to influence others. Whether they're friends or foes, they're almost all susceptible to illusion spells. They can turn the tide of a battle in a moment's notice. There are also spells that help in avoiding conflict altogether. Invisibility is tricky to master, but exceptionally useful. I shall explain to you the mysteries of the Outer Realms. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Okay, calm. We've got courage. We've been using courage a lot. We've got clairvoyance. That's... I probably want to buy that one.
Farewell.
Now, if only I can... Now, if I can find that guy that can... I want to find the guy that can teach, conjuration. The conjuration dude. Now, where is he? Okay, you're the girl that the destruction magic. That's the illusion dude who... Alright, there's more people here. Okay. Yeah, I want to find the guy that teaches, Oh, an arcane enchanter. That's rather useful.
You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study, don't you? Don't you?
Oh, of course I do.
Good. Good.
I've gotten a lot of use out of my
require
restoration
validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree. It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in. Well, no, not really. Not directly, I mean. But I know things are being said behind my back. Conversations cease when I enter rooms. I'm quite aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it. So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
Okay. I don't know why you have that, considering it's an illusion spell, but I'm not gonna really bother with that. Okay, close wounds. I know that one's a decent one. In fact, it's better than fast healing. Okay, I don't think I have turn on dead. I think that's a higher level one. Don't really have the money to buy those. Oh, she sells soul gems. Okay.
Alright then.
Okay, I will probably come back and check. I just need to find the guy who teaches the school of magic that I'm most proficient in, which is conjuration. Because I have illusion spells I do use quite frequently. Yes. Maybe he's up here. Of course, the one guy who specializes in the school of magic that I use is not here.
If you require assistance with summoning techniques,
oh yes,
please.
Yes, you're the
let
guy
me
I was
know.
looking for.
If you would, please also contain your summons to the college grounds. The locals do not need to be agitated further by Atronachs roaming their town. The summoning of undead is even less advisable outside the college. I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful. I sure know. Those archaic policies died out with the Mages Guild, and were never enforced here. Necromancy, as any other type of magic, is a tool to be used. Of course, non-mages may not see it that way, so we don't go around flaunting it. Not within society, no. Many who practice within the school of conjuration do so on their own, secretly. Falion is the only one I know who is public about what he does. He was once my teacher here, but left the college years ago. He didn't like the Archmage, hated dealing with him, hated having to answer to him. Falion said he hated what this place was becoming, so he just left. Arin found a note on his desk, and that was it. I understand he settled down in Hjalmarch, and his presence there caused something of a problem. So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
Oh, I wouldn't be here if I didn't. Let's see. Staff of Banishing. That could actually come in handy given how often I end up fighting other Alphronachs. Okay, Banish Daedra, that could potentially be useful. Bound Battle Axe, Bound Bow, which that could also be a useful one. If you're familiar. Ooh, Frost Orf, Atronach. Okay, we need that. I want that. Revenant. Full Dead Body. Oh wait, I tried to disenchant this and it didn't work, so okay.
Until next time.
Okay, books, where's that? Okay, we now have the ability to summon a Frost Orphanot, or Atronach. I think we do have an Adapt Conjuring, if I'm not mistaken. No, we don't have Adapt Conjuring. We can still cast the spell, it's just going to be a mana guzzler. So yeah, we need to get... But anyway, that's where we're going to end it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase.